Factual. Target is in the main house. You have execute authority.
Bravo 6. Going dark.
Start clear!
Yo, what's happening, guys? I'm the Unknown Legend, and welcome to a Fallout 4 mod review. You join me here at the Red Rocket truck stop in the Commonwealth, and yeah, today we're going to be looking at the M4A1 from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019. So basically, this mod just adds in the M4 from 2019, and yeah, it is one of my favorite mods to run on a modded playthrough, basically. And this is really just it. Like it just adds in the gun as well as some blueprints, as you can see up here. We have the Modern Warfare 2 version of the gun. We also have the zip tie, I believe it's called, and a few other blueprints that are pretty cool. But overall, it's just the M4. So what I thought would be cool is I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a comparison of the two rifles, one from in-game Fallout 4 and one from 2019. Pretty interesting to see there with the difference in details in each game, and interesting to see that there is only one reload animation for Fallout 4, which is the empty reload animation, I believe, from Modern Warfare 2019. I think that is just how the weapon functionality just works in Fallout 4. But anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys how to acquire this weapon. So what you're going to want to do is head over to a chemistry station and scroll all the way down to where it says MW M4A1. Go ahead and click on that. And these two options right here I will get to later, but we scroll down here and this is where you make your M4A1. So that is right. You do not find this weapon out in the wild or out in the wasteland. You actually have to craft it yourself. And if you look to your right, you also notice that you will need a rank 4 gun nut perk. So this weapon is definitely going to be a later game acquirement, which I think is good because if you look to the left, it has 45 damage as well as a fire rate of 40. I'm not quite sure what that means, but in my practice, I have found that this weapon is very overpowered. But as you can see on the right, the cost to get it, I have all my materials pretty much maxed out just for this showcase, but in a normal playthrough, it does require a decent amount of materials, as you can see here, and it does require a normal assault rifle to craft. I'm not going to go ahead and craft one again because obviously I already have one, but yeah, I like to think of it as like an upgrade to the normal assault rifle in game. You know, the normal one, as you can see right here, looks kind of big, bulky, and just kind of ugly in my opinion, but then you go down here to the M4 and it's just, you know, it even sounds awesome, and it's just all around epic looking. So let's head over to the weapons workbench and just show you the different things you can do with this actual rifle. So first off, you can change the receiver, which basically just goes through the different blueprints that are in this game. As you can see, we have the Task Force variant, the Poly type, which I don't remember that one, the Florin, the Mind of the Beast, the White Noise, Zip Tie, the M4A1 XRK, which I believe everybody has, and the MV4 from Infinite Warfare, although this one is kind of bugged. I can't get it to like work right. It's weird. Hopefully you guys will be able to mess around with this and actually get it to work, but I usually like just sticking with the base model. Then we got the stock, which I don't think, there's some options in here that do actually change the stats. I don't think this is one of them, but yeah, we got all kinds of options here. We got the M16 stock, the Forge Tech CQS stock, the Florin, the Mind of the Beast, Polytype, Singuard Arms Invader, task force, just everything that is in the base game. And I think this mod was actually made around the time of the beta to first release of the game, so obviously not everything is going to be in here, but most of the stuff you would expect to see is in here. So let's go ahead and put on the Forge Tech CQS stock. I always thought this stock, it looks pretty cool in game, and as you can see, yes, it does require materials and whatnot to put stuff on here. We also have the mag, which yes, you can put on the extra like 50 and 60 round mags, which I think I'm actually going to go ahead and put on. We also have the 30 round XRK default mag, which is like the black P mag that you see in game. We also have the tan version of that. We also have the 9mm 32 round para mags and the 458 SOCOM 10 round mags, which actually changes the ammo type to, well, for this one, the 458 SOCOM versions, and this is the 9mm. I guess it kind of turns into like an SMG variant. But look at that damage with the 458 SOCOM, man. Holy crap. Then we can also change the barrel, which actually does change some of the stats, as you can see. I don't think it actually takes away from anything. I think the only thing it takes away from is the weight. Yeah, I think the barrel just only helps. It doesn't really take away from anything, which is good, man. I kind of hate in games when adding an attachment onto a weapon actually takes away from something. I mean, you think putting an attachment on a weapon would just help it. So which one should I put on here? Let's put the Predator barrel on there with that suppressor. And then the iron sight options, it can be a little confusing at first glance, but what it does is if you have, like, for example, if we go to the sights here and put on like a scope, let's put on the operator reflex sight. We back out and then load up our weapon. As you can see, it's kind of weird. So like you have the iron sights in the way, and then you also have the red dot on there. This option right here, the iron sights option, it allows you to get rid of the iron sights basically, so they're out of the way. Then this is the sights option. You have all kinds of different options for scopes and whatnot. And speaking of scopes, let's go ahead and put like the scout combat optic on here. And as you can see, if you go ahead and just load it up like normal, it looks like you can't see through it, but if you aim down it, it turns into like a short scope, like, you know, any other weapon in Fallout. But it's more of like an ACOG type scope. As you can see, it's kind of like a low zoom type optic, which I feel like would go good with the SOCOM rounds because you can kind of turn it into like a DMR type thing. But yeah, this is what the scopes will look like. But for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a red dot on it. Then this is the stowed option, which pretty much just shows the iron sights like flip down. So I guess we'll go ahead and put that on. Then this is the laser right here. In my practice, the laser pretty much does nothing. Like if we go ahead and put the tac laser on here, which is a pretty common attachment in the real Modern Warfare, yeah, as you can see, it really doesn't do much. It kind of just is like an aesthetic thing. And even when you aim down sights, it's like way off center, you know. Yeah, it doesn't really look that good. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off. The eject port is something that really doesn't matter in my opinion. I guess, yeah, you can put this little like deflector on here. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to do. I think it's more of like a aesthetic thing. Then we got one of the most important things on here, the lower rail. This is where all your handguards would be. So we have the Merc foregrip, or foregrips I should say. We've got the Merc foregrip, the Ranger foregrip, the Task Force foregrip, and the Operator foregrip. And it doesn't look like this helps with, well, maybe it does help with recoil. You know, let's try the Ranger foregrip. Let's see what that helps. Let's see if that helps recoil a little bit. Yeah, I guess it does. Recoil is kind of weird in Fallout anyway. It kind of shakes around too much, but I guess it helps a little bit. And one thing I should say, your sight for this weapon is not really going to be like pinpoint accurate by any means. It's kind of more of like a general location for you to use, because the graphics, I guess porting the weapon over and using all the graphics and stuff. Like, it's just weird computer stuff that I don't really understand too well, but it's whatever. But yeah, that is the lower rail option. Now we have the perks. The perks are kind of weird. We have Marathon, which increases the amount of action points you have. Okay, that's pretty cool. Regenerate your action points faster. Oh, okay. This might be in VATS, like stuff you use in VATS. Then we have Sleight of Hand, reload faster, obviously. Stalker, increase movement speed while aiming down sights. Let's try Sleight of Hand. Let's see if that works. Alright, let's go ahead and reload. Okay, so it just uses like the Sleight of Hand perk in Modern Warfare 2019. Okay, that's kind of cool. I haven't messed around with this mod in a minute. I only kind of like set all this stuff up for the review, but no, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. All right, now this is the second perk slot. We have Heavyweight, increases the amount of ammo you can carry. Not really sure how that would work. Perceptive, which improves the VATS hits chance. 25 less action points. Okay, that's cool. So you can get more VATS shots. That's awesome. Timing of aiming down sight halved. Okay, that's good English right there. That's the quick draw option. And steady aim. Hip firing is somewhat more accurate. Okay. Nice. Let's try the quick draw option. Let's see if that makes my ADS time a little faster. Oh wow, yeah, that makes it a lot faster. Holy crap. Nice. I like that. All right, and the last one, we have Blast Shield. Blast Shield slices all damage you receive considerably. Okay, that's kind of cool. ICU, faster HP regeneration. I didn't know you regenerated HP in this game anyway. Okay, that's kind of cool. Nuclear Born, fortifies rad resist and resilience. Falling damage. Oh wow, that's really good. Wow, I kind of want to test that, but I also don't want to die. So, yeah, try these at your own risk. But wow, that's pretty cool. I guess we'll put on ICU for the hell of it. And then right here, this, I'm not sure why this is in the game, because in my opinion, this is very overpowered. This is the damage meter. Maybe this is for like hardcore players or something, or yeah, I guess that's what that's called, right? Hardcore, where everything's super like tough. I'm not sure why this is here, because as you can see, it's plus 45 damage, and as you can like. This isn't even like taking into account like full perks and everything. Like my perk, let me show you my perks on this character I have. Yeah, commando, right here. See, like I don't even have any commando, like a commando perk maxed out or anything. So let me, you know what? Oh, okay. So I just put all my points into commando because I had some extra skill points. So let's go ahead and look to see how much damage it do now. Yeah, look, 81 damage. So that's like super strong. And then even if we go to this damage meter, plus 20% is 97 damage, which is crazy. We got 113 for 40%, which that's like how much some grenades do. 129 and 140, like 145 is how much like a base Gauss rifle does, which is crazy. So I'm not sure why that's a thing. Maybe it's for if you're like a really high level and everything is like just does a crap ton of damage or something, and you need that to level it up. I don't know. I'm not sure why that's like that. I think it's kind of broken. And then we have material, which does nothing. I don't know why this is here either, because yeah, it doesn't do anything. The gun doesn't look any different. It's just kind of there. But yes, that is all the options you can use for the M4A1 in this mod, and there's all kinds of different combinations you can do. And yeah, this is our final product. I'm pretty happy with how this looks. It looks pretty cool. And as you can see, I got this little wall here for a recoil test. Yeah, it has this similar recoil as it does in Modern Warfare 2019. I don't think I would ever build a rifle like this in Modern Warfare 2019 though, because I think that you get your ass whooped in multiplayer with this thing, but that's whatever. But I do have a build right here. Yeah. So this is a build. This is how I would personally build my rifle in Modern Warfare 2019 right here. Here, let me go to the weapons workbench, show it off a little better. Right, no, right here. No, right here, yes. Yeah, so it has we got right here. We have the Corvus custom marksman barrel. We have the hollow sight. Where's that? We have the Singard arms and fader. And there's the, yeah, there we go. The Task Force foregrip, which this is actually supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be the Ranger foregrip, which does a lot better for recoil management. And then we also have the mag under here, which is the normal mag, but it is the Task Force magazine, so I think it looks cool. So yeah, that's how I would build my M4 in Modern Warfare 2019. And yeah, guys, that is pretty much what this mod has to offer. Yeah, I really think this mod is something that the average person can use. Like I said, it is a little overpowered because the weapon does do a lot of damage, but I guess if you get high enough up into the into your level, like 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe this is a valid weapon to use, because, you know, all those death claws and stuff you're going to be fighting are going to be pretty hard to take care of. But, yes, if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more Fallout 4 mods, please leave a like down below. And I didn't even know you could do that. You can inspect your gun. That's pretty cool. But, yes, please leave a like down below and subscribe for more of this, because I'm probably going to be making a few more. There's a few more mods in this game that I really want to show off. But, yes, if you enjoyed all that good stuff, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.